Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are making stews. I mean, how apt is that? It is so cold outside, at least here in Germany, and I just felt like something that's warming and comforting. And yeah, these stews are my go-tos. They are absolutely rich and delicious, super savory, and I found two ingredients that makes these veggie stews having a kind of a meaty texture. It's just really interesting to give it a little bit more chew, I guess. I think you guys will really enjoy it, and especially since it's made from whole food ingredients, there's no fake stuff in here. It's just veggies, and in case of jackfruit, also fruit. And yeah, I hope you guys definitely try it out. Powered by Leaves. If you're new here, my name is Prue. This channel is all about vegan food, nutrition, and food experiments. So subscribe now and join the Freshly family. So let's get started with these recipes. The main ingredients are 250 grams of oyster or king oyster mushrooms, 1 celery stalk, 2 potatoes, 2 tablespoons of flour, 1.5 cups of vegan beef stock or veggie stock, 2 carrots, 2 tablespoons of tomato paste, 1 onion, 4 cloves of garlic, and fresh thyme. So we're gonna take our oyster mushrooms. Oyster is really the best option for the stew, but again, you can use others as well if you can't find it. We're just gonna slice the mushrooms into thin strips. This is gonna form our beefy parts. Into a hot pan, add some oil, and the mushroom strips goes in. So essentially what we're making sure is that the mushroom gets dehydrated and holds its shape when we add it to the broth. I'm adding in a teaspoon of dark soy sauce just to add some color. Just make sure everything is coated and cook that for 5 to 10 minutes until it's the consistency that we want. So it should look something like this. Okay, so put that aside and now we can make our broth. So slice the veggies. I'm slicing up some carrots into chunks. I like to have it a little bit thick, but yeah, you can cut them how you like them to be. And then I'm using some celery, potatoes, and onions. Just use any winter vegetables you like. I just went really safe here and went with the classics. So you want to make sure to mince your garlic as well, because you want to completely integrate it into the gravy. You don't want any garlic bits. Into the pot, I'm adding some olive oil, and in goes in the garlic and thyme. So you can also use rosemary if you prefer. You don't want the garlic to brown, just soften, and just make sure that's all well infused, and it's going to smell really amazing when the thyme's perfume is going to come out. Once that's done, we can add our carrots, onions, and celery. So we're going to cook that for 10 minutes with occasional stirs, very occasional. What we're looking for is a brown caramelization on the bottom. This is what's going to give the stew its amazing flavor and also slightly that brown color. So it should look something like this. You don't want to agitate it too much. So now we can add the flour just to pick up some of the extra oil and give the thickness. So then we're going to add 1 cup of red wine. So that will dissolve and get all the fat on the bottom, and it's going to turn into this sort of red-brown color. Then the mushrooms and the potatoes go in, and just give that a quick stir. Add the tomato paste, 1 tablespoon of vegan Worcestershire, I don't know how to pronounce it, Worcestershire sauce, and 2 cups of this vegetable or vegan beef stock. Just give that a stir and put the lid on. Cook that for 40 minutes or to an hour on medium-low with occasional stirring. Take the thyme pieces out and our stew is ready. Oh, how exciting does this look? You can have it this way if you like, with mashed potatoes or bread. I like to pour it over some pasta. It is so unbelievably savory, rich, and comforting. The oyster mushrooms are really good meat substitute here, especially in this strip form, so I recommend you guys trying this one. Into a food processor or blender, add 1 red bell pepper, 4 to 5 sliced tomatoes. You can add some dried chilies if you want some heat, like I did here. Blend that until it's a chunky paste like this. You don't want it to be too smooth, so it should look something like this. Into a hot pan, add some olive oil, 4 minced garlic, and 2 small minced onion. Cook that for 2 to 3 minutes to soften. Then turn the heat down and we can add our tomato pepper mixture. Then I'm adding 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. The more the better, really. This is gonna give that rich red color. Add 1.5 cups of veggie stock or vegan beef stock, and the young green jackfruit goes in as well. I'm using about 2 cans here, so 200 grams of jackfruit. It's important to use the young jackfruit because it's going to be a complete disaster if you use the ripe ones. So check the label if it's a green or young jackfruit. To spice it up, I'm adding a tablespoon of paprika powder and a tablespoon of curry powder. Give that a quick stir and we're gonna cook that for 40 minutes to 1 hour on low heat. Just stir and press the jackfruit in so that it disintegrates into the stew and gives this really nice stringy texture. You can have this with anything you want. I personally love to have it with some hot basmati rice. In my opinion, it's one of the best winter foods. It's just so simple, but it's packed with flavor. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did making it. It was super fun, especially because I get to eat all the recipes. If you did try something out, make sure to tag me on Instagram with hashtag freshlyvegan so I can see your wonderful creations. Until next time, bye!